Welcome to our first episode of the Gold Smoke Night campaign in Kingdom Death Monster. We are HitPointsGaming. My name is Corey and my wife Andrea.
Hi everyone.
And we are about to start this epic journey together.
3 days ago, a mere 3 days ago, we were not going to play this game until the very end of the month.
Yeah.
And then we did a little holiday snippet for you guys, and I saw.
She didn't believe me.
I saw the amazing response that you gave for this game, and I couldn't believe it. And I couldn't keep any of you waiting. All of the amazing comments, the thumbs up. I am so impressed. I love Chits and Cats' name. Awesome name. Should have thought of it for myself. So yeah, we're doing this for you.
That's right.
For you, because we're still in the middle of pandemic, and usually I refuse to do two tapings.
Two main campaigns at once.
At the same time.
We banged out like 2 or 3 pandemic episodes, and then it was like, okay, now it's time.
We just don't have the time. We don't have the table space in our house. As you can see, we have a different setup to leave everything set up. So this is for you guys. I'm so excited for you and me to start this journey because I've never been here with you before.
Right. You're brand new to Kingdom Death Monster. Because of that, I will kind of be going over some of the rules for new players and for her to explain how the game goes. I've kind of caught up to speed a little bit on what to expect and kind of the basics, but I'll be going over that. We're also going to be playing, like I mentioned, really the base campaign. So I played the base campaign the very first time, where I probably met a lot of you in the Watcher. It's called the Dagobah Settlement. So if you haven't seen that, you can definitely go back and check that out. I won't kind of tell you what happened. But now we're going back because we are playing the 1.5 version of Kingdom Death. So there's a lot of new updated rules that I wanted to try out. And now that they added 5 more years, now you have to play the Gold Smoke Night to win. I figured, why not go back, play that? You'll be able to see the full experience of what the game entails.
I feel like I'm starting from the beginning with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now in the episode, we were telling you what expansions we were going to add. So
a lot.
We're adding the 3 knights. We are adding the Slenderman, who's replacing the Kingsman. So that's one boss fight you won't see, but that's okay.
I've heard that it's okay if I miss it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And a lot of our viewers, I'm glad they pointed out, hey, you know, if you want to do the Green Knight campaign and craft that armor, you need to add the Gorm in. You also need to do the Manhunter. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we will not be able to craft the Green Knight armor because I am not adding the Gorm back in. We fought this Gorm so many times in our last campaign, Snots and I.
The name sounds vaguely familiar. Screams in the middle of the night.
I am
a lot
over
of
that
thrashing. That is quite alright. So I don't need him.
That's okay. And honestly, I'm still on the fence if I'm going to add the Lonely Tree in or not. We don't have to know at this point.
The Lonely Tree?
Yeah, because we never experienced, Snots and I never experienced it in our last campaign. But still, if we do a campaign after this, because I still have the Sunstalker, he has his own campaign. We only have the spider left, so maybe I'll add the spider and the tree at that point. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
So
you're already talking about the next one.
I know. I know. Well, because I want to leave some expansions left over.
I get
for
it.
Another one.
I get it.
Okay. So, yeah, Kingdom Death Monster.
Okay, so we have chosen, thanks to your help, we're going to do gods and goddesses. But not just, so thank you for your suggestions, not just Greek. We're going to do all.
Yep.
Roman, Egyptian, Norse. We're going to throw them all in.
That's
so we have lots of options. And
I'm starting with Zeus and Hera. Okay. And
I'm starting with the Roman gods, Apollo and Diana. So we have a little Greek and a little Roman.
Right. Now, normally, if you've seen some of our other episodes, I usually do like a pan of like the characters that we're bringing out. But these are the 4 newbie characters, so everyone should know if you haven't played this game before, you start with just a piece of loincloth that gives you 1 point of armor on your waist, because that's obviously the most protective thing that you want to protect that area.
Can I like drape mine over the top and bottom? Little?
It's not long enough.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
And we have
no, you're not sorry.
And we have a founding stone. That's our basic weapon.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna start off with a little reading of the story because again, the story is new for you.
We have a little story time.
All right. So I will hold it, and you will do your best
to read
first grader teacher.
Okay. Okay.
Story time.
Once upon a time, there was a place of carved stone faces. A man with a lantern lay sleeping a dreamless sleep. The man knew nothing.
Right? Doesn't that look very peaceful?
It actually is very... I know it looks peaceful now, but it's not going to be for long, so... One day, the man woke up. He rubbed the dried ink caked over his eyes and opened them. Around him, he saw other people stirring, and beyond, a horizon of unbroken darkness. Now, is this the story for everything? This is the story...
This is a story for the base campaign.
Oh, okay. A woman approached the man with the lantern. Her soft hand reached out to him. They had no words. They were a mystery to each other.
All right. Okay, hello. Oh, my...
Suddenly, a monster emerged from the darkness, its eyes wild with hunger. It attacked.
That looks like our cat.
It definitely does. The people were no match for the monster. It tore their flesh and crushed their bones between its teeth. Some it devoured whole. Okay, I've had enough of this game. Okay.
Hack it up.
Overcome with terror and grief, the man with the lantern collapsed to the ground. Cold stone noses pushed into his side. There was no escape. But the man did not want to die. Desperately grasping at the cold stone faces, he felt a crack and tore at it with all his might. A piece of stone came free. It was sharp and deadly. Okay, I see where we're going.
Makes sense.
I see where we're going. The man with the
He's angry.
Scrambled to his feet, his weapon clenched in his fist. He took a deep breath and roared into the darkness. Somewhere in the place of stone faces, nameless men and women stand together. They have nothing but a need to survive and a lantern to light their struggle.
Right, so that is us.
Oh, that is us.
Zeus, Hera, Apollo,
Diana. Now I know why the women look crouched over.
They're like ready to go.
You couldn't have given them like a cooler starting position, but it's okay. They're fighting for their lives.
Okay.
I guess they're not worried about looking cool.
All right, so we have the setup board right here. Okay, this is called the showdown board. Okay, now the plan was I was going to actually have some of these guys painted for our next campaign, or attempt to.
When do we get to name our settlement?
Whoa, you are like way ahead.
Oh.
We have to beat this guy first.
Oh, okay.
All right, did you not just see the story?
I did. I did.
All right, so at least we have a primed white lion here, ready to go.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that makes sense. Okay, so how this works is the four of us go out. We have to set up 6 spaces away from, this is the starting line, so this is the prologue line. So it's a weaker version than what we're going to be fighting after
in the future.
This, okay, so it has 6 toughness. That's really the only thing that you need to really concern yourself with right now. It has a AI deck. This is how it performs all of its actions. And it has a hit location deck. So when we attack him, you find out where on his body you actually landed the hits.
Okay.
All right. So the prologue line has a very specific starter set of cards.
Good.
And it has, the top card is always going to be claw, so you know what's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And the hit location, it always has the strange hand hit location. So when it gets to that, we've already discussed a plan based on some other people's comments on what to do. We've never done it before. I think we're gonna do it.
We're gonna try something new,
right?
Yeah.
So I had some music ready to go to make this whole fight, really kick off, and it wasn't actually ready. So that's why I had to put a little cut in there for this.
That was actually fire cracking in the background.
If you guys can even hear that, so we're gonna keep it soft. Okay. So here's the board. Now, because this is Kingdom Death Monster, like I said,
Monster goes
first. Okay. So I am the monster controller. So we draw the top AI card. Let me see what it says. All right, claw. Pick target. So it starts from the top, and we try and do everything.
You mean the card starts in the top?
Yeah, the card starts from the top to try and do the targets, and then you work your way down if none of the available targets are.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the top one says closest start facing in range. So facing is everything from the front of the monster forward.
Okay.
Okay, and within range is so he can walk there. So his movement is 6, so he can reach all of us. Now the point is, since I'm the monster controller, I get a bonus if I become the target.
Which we want.
Right, and since we're all equal, we can actually, the monster controller actually decides. So I'll have him come after me.
Even better.
So he moves up 6 spaces, stops at me.
So this is the guy in the book with the wide eyes.
This is him. This is him. So I get 1 insanity. So insanity is basically like your mind armor, so you don't get scared.
Okay.
Okay, and then the monster attacks. So you take a look here, because it says move and attack target. Okay. Now this little arrow thing there, it's kind of like a break in his attack. So sometimes down the road you'll be able to perform special actions whenever you see that arrow there.
Oh.
But we can't do that right now, so it's like he picked its target, you have a window of an opportunity to do something special, and then he moves and attacks. Okay. So he moved to me, he has speed 2, so each speed is the die that he gets to roll.
Okay.
Okay. And accuracy 2 or more is obviously...
He
hits on a 2 or more on a 10-sided dice. So he's doing that right now on Zeus. Okay, well that's awesome because he missed one of them.
But isn't that a crit?
To hit doesn't matter right now.
Oh, to hit it doesn't matter. Got it.
This would be considered a perfect hit, but doesn't change anything at the moment.
Okay.
So it hit me once, okay, then I roll the location die.
To
of
see
what body part. Okay, it hit me once in the body.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 1 damage. Okay, so...
What is that?
That's like my chest. It's like... See, those are like my pecs.
Oh.
Well, because you're looking at it sideways.
Oh, I see. Yes,
see?
yes.
That looks like me.
It does.
Right?
It does, absolutely.
Okay. So he hit me once in the chest. All right, so I go to my little sheet here. And the body, I have no armor there, but I have a light injury.
Okay.
So I just check it off. Light, it's fine. It's just
he just grazed you.
That's it. His turn's over, and now it's up to us.
Okay.
All right. So, yes, we are going to do the throw your founding stone right away.
No, that's not what it should be
You can
called.
tuck and roll and toss that founding stone. So, we've never done this before because I don't like losing these founding stones. But...
To me, I kind of like doing something that you haven't done before, and I think let's get a hit on him.
All right.
Yeah.
So, who's going to be starting off?
So, while Zeus is distracting him, Apollo's going to come in.
Okay.
And tuck and roll and throw the stone.
All right. So, Apollo is
to the
guy
side.
Right here.
Yes.
So, you can move and attack or attack and move. So, right now you probably don't have to move at all. So, you can just throw
because it's from there.
Because the founding stone, you can spend an action. That's that little lightning bolt.
At the top. Okay. Oh.
Yep.
Spend the lightning bolt to sling the stone from anywhere on the board. Activate, archive this card for 1 automatic hit that inflicts a critical wound. Archive means return the card to the box. So that's done.
Completely lost.
Okay.
All right, we're going to try it.
I'm take
so
it for
you
the
throw this. Actually, you should probably, throw it.
Let me get the music pumping.
Wow, that's pretty good. All right.
Probably should have thrown it in that direction, but...
So we take the top card of the hit location. Now, the reason why we did this is because we know what the critical hit is on this card. So you're hitting him in a strange hand. Okay. So the top of the card shows you that it could be a failure. Well, if you're attacking normally.
It could be a failure.
And then the second half of the card, because there's this little lantern there, it means that you can be critically hit. Which is the
whole reason for doing this.
So, this is a critical wound. We cancel the reaction on the top of the card.
Good.
Great. You hack off the monster's hand. Spend 1 survival to treasure this moment and gain +1 permanent strength. So we all start with 1 survival from naming our character.
Okay, so I
just erase that out.
Erase it.
That eraser is like a rock. We can use mine.
Okay, we probably should have checked our pencils before starting.
And you get +1 permanent strength. So add a little +1 on your sheet there.
Just +1?
You got it. And now he has a persistent injury as well, called Lost Hand. So he has some moves that if it come out and says, hey, you don't have a hand anymore, this is going to affect it. So I
Okay.
usually just keep this on the board so I don't forget.
Okay.
Because I always do. And we did 1 wound to him, so we take the next top card of the AI deck, and we put it to the side. So he's down to, he had 1, I think 9, so he's down to 8 wounds.
Okay.
Okay? So he can still move.
Yes. Away from him? Or behind him?
Maybe like 1 away, because here's the thing, you don't, I think from fighting the lion, you don't want to stand in front of him. He has a lot of reactions to just run forward.
We don't want that.
So my next move is probably moving to the side and attacking him. Alright, so if he does run forward, he'll run this way. So maybe just in case he had a few more spaces over.
You want me to move up this way?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because you think he's going to go
he
forward?
May. Looks like 1, that might be good.
Okay.
Because then you're out of his run if he ever changes direction.
Oh, he could change direction too.
Right.
Oh boy.
Alright, so he's done. I think Zeus will go next because he's standing in the front. Alright?
Yeah.
So he's truly going to do a tuck and roll. So he's going to move 5.
Okay.
And go behind him, you know, as the monster is getting upset that his hand got cut off.
Right.
I'm going to go behind him. Now this is his blind spot. The 2 spaces directly behind.
Okay.
Okay? So that's technically out of his field of view, just so you know, in picking targets. So now I'm going to attack him with my Founding Stone. I still have mine. So I roll 2 dice. It's not a Kingdom Death die. I roll 2 dice.
Oh, it's not?
And the Founding Stone, I normally hit him on 7s.
Okay.
Okay, but because I am in his blind spot, I get +1 accuracy.
Oh, nice.
So I hit him with 6s. So 2 dice, hitting on 6s. Okay.
So 1 hit.
So 1 hit. So for every hit, I draw a hit location.
To see where it goes, right?
Here you go.
Okay.
Beast Elbow. So as you can see, there's a failure on here.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have a chance to, I have to wound him. So his toughness is 6. The Founding Stone has 1 strength on it. So I would need to roll a 5.
5 or more.
Right. Okay.
To actually do a wound.
Boom.
Yes.
7. Alright, so another wound. I take this away. I hit it over here.
Okay.
And I did not fail, so I don't trigger this card.
And the bottom one's always what happens if it's a critical.
If it was a critical.
Okay.
Alright? Yeah. So that's good. 2 wounds right away.
Okay.
Now, as you can see, if I did fail this, he would have ran forward.
Oh.
Alright?
Mm-hmm. Smart.
So, we still have Hera and Apollo.
Diana.
Diana, I'm sorry. So, what do you think, who should go first? Now, you can't move through people.
You can't move through people?
Yeah, like you couldn't move through me to get to the other blind spot.
Well, then she should go first to go to the blind spot.
I agree. So let's head over here. She's gonna attack again with the
Give me my first option to
I did give you the first test.
Okay. I thought the butcher was the test.
6s, right?
Yes.
2
wow,
hits.
2 hits.
So now
she
you draw
a force.
both cards. Okay. Now, as the attacker, I get to decide which card I'm going to activate first.
Let's do wound.
Alright. So if I wound, the cat hates this, I would become the priority target token. If I fail, the monster jumps back. Without turning, move the monster 1 space directly away from the attacker. And then cancel all new hits. So you don't want to do that because then I would miss
this
my chance. So we're going to do the beast flank first. So I need, what do I need to wound again?
You need a 5.
Okay. Alright. Trying to stab it in the flank.
You did.
Another wound. And now I'm jabbing it in the ear. Oh, because I wounded him.
Yes.
This triggers.
No. Oh yeah.
Cats hate this. They hate when you stab them in the flank, if you didn't know that.
Oh, I know that. We have a lot of cats here.
The monster is very upset. Attacker gains a priority target token.
So that means the next time he attacks, it's going to be to you?
Exactly. No matter what. Now,
she's gonna get hit.
In 1.5, which is really nice, they gave this new little card here as a reminder. Because it was kind of weird, I think, the original wording. When a monster performs a pick target action, it picks you. When you're picked as a target, discard this token. So you can only... So no matter what, it's coming after her.
Did you have the token before?
You did, but you didn't have this, and like you didn't know like when you got rid of the token, I think. So
okay.
She's a priority target. But I'm gonna try and wound him
Right now, with
the
his ear. No.
Okay.
So what happens?
So I failed.
Okay.
The white line jumps back without
So
turning.
now he moves away.
Move the monster one space directly away from the attacker.
Oh.
Okay. That's it. So then these 2 cards get discarded. All right. And now Diana.
So he took 1 wound.
Took 1 wound from her. Yep.
Okay. Now she can move to his
blind spot now.
Hidden. Yes. So that's 1.
Okay. Yep.
What?
Here's the thing.
3, 4.
Remember,
what's the
he's
thing?
gonna go and attack next, and no matter what, he's coming after her. So he's probably gonna turn and move here, knocking her out of the way.
So what does that mean when he knocks her out of the way? She falls down, she takes a wound.
She gets knocked down, and when you knock down, you don't get to stand up until the following the beginning. The end
so
of the
you
following,
lose a turn.
You basically lose a whole turn.
So you have to anticipate where he's gonna be every time you attack him.
If you want to increase your chances of winning, yes.
Did you know this in Dagobah?
Eventually I learned better ways to fight the lion. But
okay.
I just know this because obviously she's got the priority target token. You know, so it doesn't matter what the card says, it's going after her, and more than likely he's going to move up. Right? So,
so I would have to attack him from the side.
Yep. So probably over there, right?
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces.
And you just ask the question, if he passes over you, you get knocked down. If he lands on your space because you can't stand there anymore, you get knocked down and get sent flying.
So that would be a knockdown and flying.
And you'd also hit him in the process, so he would fall down too. So that would cause
a chain reaction.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So now she is attacking with her stone.
Yep. And what do you need to hit?
Now
this is a big test because Snot's never figured this out.
We need 6s. 7s.
7s.
Wait, then why did you have 6?
Oh,
that was the wound.
I was in the blind spot.
You were in his blind side. Okay, I'm never going to make the mistake again. We need 7s.
Okay, 7s to hit from the side. 2 attacks.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there's an 8.
I got an 8. It went all the way off the board.
All right.
Okay, so now I'm going to see where I hit him.
The soft belly.
Aww.
A deliberating blow to the soft belly.
I'm a scratch. Okay, now I have to roll to see if I actually
wound the soft belly.
Okay, so I roll with 2 dice.
Just
1. Oh, 1.
Yep.
And this is where I need...
He has toughness 6.
But I have 1
which the strength of your weapon is 1.
So then I need a 5.
Yep. Okay. 9. Close to a critical.
That's okay.
That's okay. Good.
That's okay. I still hit him.
That's a wound.
It's a wound.
All right. So he is down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards left.
Holy
5 wounds.
Okay.
All right. So that's it. Our turn's over. That is round 1.
Okay. So
round
that
2.
Guy moves.
Monster moves over to here.
Okay.
And now we see what he does next.
Okay.
Maul. So the target is victim of grab that round. Well, it doesn't matter because the new priority is her. So we go down, we go to the move and attack.
So he's got 2 speed
2.
which is 2 dice. He still hits in an amazing 2 accuracy.
Whoa, damage is 3 damage. This is pretty rough. This is actually, now this is one of his advanced cards. There's only like 2 or 3 advanced cards in this deck. And this is why, like this could...
Kill her?
Yes. So, hits on 1. She does gain 1 insanity because she was the target. And she's got the monster controller.
Okay.
So 1's, it's a shame. If I could have blocked 1, that would have been good. So 2 hits.
Okay.
Where do they hit me? The leg.
Foot and torso.
And body. Okay, now.
Wow, I really messed up. The leg and body.
Leg and body.
I said foot and torso. Okay.
I did say leg, right? This is feet. It's the same thing. Legs.
Well, it says legs here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So for every point of damage is a check mark. Okay. So unfortunately, it didn't hit me in the waist. So what happens is, yikes. We're gonna. Okay. I'm allowed to dodge one of these. Because I can spend survival.
Oh, right.
We have a special power, we have dodge right now, that allows me to completely dodge an attack. Now's the time that I
now
can do
would
it.
that be both wounds?
No.
It's just one or the
Just
other.
one. So I'm gonna dodge the chest only because the chest appears twice on each one of these dice.
Mm.
So there's more chances I'm gonna get hit later on with
Again.
the chest. So I'm gonna dodge the chest. So I'm spinning my survival.
Okay.
So I'm down to 0. And now I get hit for 3 points of damage in the leg.
So that's a critical hit?
So it's the light gets hit, my heavy gets hit. When you get hit with the heavy, I fall down. Okay? I lose a priority target token. And now it's beyond the heavy. So I have to roll on the severe injury chart.
Oh, I see. So you would be rolling on the severe injury chart for 2 body parts if you didn't dodge. Okay.
8.
So
Now we look at the severe injury chart and see what happens
when you
leg.
For an 8.
Yep. Now we'll do it officially. I've got a cool little cheat sheet
Okay.
that we usually do, but for the first one, let's actually do
The real book.
the real book.
Oh my gosh.
If I can find it.
So could this kill her even though it's her leg?
Let's find out. Leg. 8.
She has a broken leg.
What's it say?
An ear-shattering crunch. Adjacent survivors suffer 1 brain damage. Suffer -1 permanent movement. This injury is permanent and can be recorded twice. Gain 1 bleeding token.
Okay.
Do we get to heal at the settlement?
Yes, you gain all of your armor points back.
But like, if you go out into a battle next time, you're still gonna have the broken leg.
Oh, it's when it says permanent injury, it's permanent. So you write down on here, so I have -1.
Okay, so we
movement.
really can't get attached to anybody.
So that's -1 movement, so I'm down to 4. Okay, and I have a broken leg. So abilities and impairment. I'll write down that. Broken leg. Okay. Adjacent survivors. So he got scared because he just heard this snap. But good thing I had 1 insanity, so
already.
I erased that from my armor. And there was a bleeding token. I gain 1 of these bleeding tokens.
Okay.
If I gain 5 of these in the fight, you die. So that goes on to Hera.
Okay.
Alright? Monster's turn is over. Now it's up to us. So, let's stick to the same strategy of me moving to the side. Okay, because I don't want to get hit in the front. Now the problem is, Hera is in the front here. So if he runs forward, he could hurt her. I'm going to come around the back side here.
Okay.
And then hopefully if he doesn't move, then you guys can
In the blind
get
spot.
him in the blind spot, alright?
Mm-hmm. So 7.
7s. 1 hit.
Yes, 1 hit.
The straining neck. You strike at the monster's throat.
That's a pretty good place to critical injure him.
Sure is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm taking the wound, because I always forget to take the wound, because I get so excited to read the card first.
Oh, okay.
So the wound goes away, and then roll a d10 on the table
Wait, that
below.
means he only has 1 more wound?
Don't forget about these.
Oh.
Because these will get reshuffled in, and then once you get rid of all the cards, you have to do 1 more.
Whoa. Okay.
So, now I'm going to try and roll on this
Yes.
neck attack. Tells me to roll again.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
7.
The monster is knocked down. Alright.
Okay. Does that mean we get better rolls?
Whenever a monster's knocked down, you hit on a 3 or more.
Oh my god!
Alright?
Okay. I like this game.
Alright.
Okay.
Knock that monster down. So,
Okay.
so now you don't have to be in his blind side.
He's like, don't you touch my woman?
Bam! I stabbed him in the neck. He's like, oh, fell down. Trying to keep her alive. It just broke my neck. The leg.
Yeah.
So Zeus is upset.
I know he is. I know he is. You gotta make babies when you get back to camp.
Alright.
Okay, now I'm gonna go with Diana.
I forgot one thing.
Oh.
So after the target, after Maul, after the damage is dealt, the target gains bleeding A bleeding token and bash. So bash means the target's knocked down. She was already knocked down.
She was already knocked down. Okay, but
Just
you do
means
gain 2.
I gain another bleeding token. Okay.
Okay. Diana's gonna go now.
Okay.
So she's gonna move. Now it's these 2 spaces.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, because
3
he's
no
down.
matter what. Yep. You don't have to be in a blind spot or anything.
Oh, so then why don't I stay right where I am?
Perfect.
Okay.
Hit on those 3s.
I'm using my stone. 6 and a
2
7.
hits.
2 hits, please.
1 in the beast's brow and the beast's back. Now, when he's on the ground like this, he doesn't do any of these reactions.
Oh, awesome.
Canceled.
Okay, so no matter what, I'm just rolling now.
Yep. So, do you want to try him in the back first or the brow? Just because.
I say let's do his back.
Okay.
'Cause I'm in the back.
Let's do this one. Yep. So when he's on the ground, like I said, everything, all the reactions are canceled.
Now I'm still only getting him with a 5.
Yep.
Okay.
4. Failure, but this doesn't happen
Okay.
because he's on the ground, which is okay.
Shoot.
No, you can't.
I know.
Come on, channel that
Okay.
strength.
Okay, now I'm gonna go to his brow. Go to his brow. Crit.
Critical. So that's why it's important to see which one you did in what order.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The white lion's vision is impaired. The white lion gains -1 accuracy token. So you did another wound. So he gets a -1 accuracy.
Okay.
So instead of hitting on 2s, guess what?
He's hitting on 1s. We're hitting on 1s. No,
No.
he's hitting on 3s.
He's hitting on 3s now.
Oh,
A
okay.
little bit counts, you know, it's another 10%.
Yo, every little bit.
So we're gonna put this little token here, -1 accuracy, keep to the side.
Okay, his throat is cut and his brow, and he only gets a -1.
And his hand was hacked off.
Jeez, this guy is
All right.
tough.
So he's got 3 wounds left.
Okay, so Apollo has to go up next to him
Yep.
and attack him.
And now all you've got are your fists.
So I'm gonna move back here because standing here,
Nope.
it was not gonna
Yep.
work.
And you can't move diagonal. So good
Oh,
luck.
okay.
Alright, so hitting him on 3s.
With my fists?
Yes.
Okay,
So
I
normally
mean-
that would be an 8. It's even harder to hit with your
Wow,
fists.
this is pretty good. A crit, and I am not playing it.
Alright, here, just give you another one.
Oh, okay, because the carpet's gonna mess it up.
Okay, good. 2
Okay,
hits.
2 hits.
The fleshy gut and the beast's paw. Okay. So, which one would you want to do first?
The gut.
Okay,
Let's
now,
do his gut.
the strength of your fist is technically 0,
Oh.
but you have +1 permanent strength.
So it's a 1.
So it's still right, so it's a 1. So it's still you need a 5 to wound.
Oh, that's...
Now, your fist has a keyword deadly. It gives you +1 luck when you roll. When you
Oh,
put the
so
wound.
what does that mean?
So you critically wound on a 9 or a 10, not just a 10.
So a luck then decreases the...
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So you're looking for a 9 or a 10 to critically wound, and you're doing the gut
In
first.
his gut, yes.
Come on. 4, that's nothing. Come on.
Okay, my fist was just getting warmed up.
Punch him in the paw.
Okay, so now we're hitting him in the paw.
Come on. Crit. Okay, so there's no more cards in the discard
Crit.
pile, so
Okay.
I'm going to shuffle this up. Just pick one that's getting discarded.
This one.
Okay. Because now we don't know what that is. Hopefully you got rid of Maw.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, critically wound.
So what happens?
Your attack destroys the white lion's foot. It loses its leverage. The white lion gains -1 movement token. Okay. Get rid of that. I can't find it. -1 movement.
And it only moves for 5.
Only moves for 5. And you gain a 1 lion claw lion resource. So here's a deck of just the lion resources. We get to go through here.
Oh, and get a specific.
Get a specific. Boom. You knocked off his hand. You got his claw, which is a razor sharp retractable claw.
Cool. Can I use it as a weapon right now?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
okay.
All right. And there's a persistent injury.
And what does that
Broken
mean?
foot. Again, it matters if certain
Something
AI
had-
cards trigger. All right. So.
Now you can't go. Do you stand
Right,
up?
I don't stand up because he I have to wait for his next turn, because, let me see. I attacked him. He attacked me on his turn. I fell down.
Mm-hmm. Now we're all attacking on our turn, so it's now her turn technically, but she can't go.
Right, so now she stands up.
Okay.
I think so, yeah, because it's the end of the monster's next turn.
Well, no.
Oh, so no, not yet.
This is the beginning of the monster's turn.
Right.
Okay, so he automatically stands up.
Yep. I'm just gonna double check that knockdown rule. It's been a little while.
Well, would she take more damage laying down than standing up if you
No,
ran over her?
No, it's just she's not a target.
Oh, if she's down. Okay.
Knocked down survivor. When a survivor's knocked down, turn them in turn aside. Knockdown survivors always stand at the end of the monster's next turn. So
right, so she's down
on that turn, so she's still down until this is his next turn.
So he has to pick another target.
Right. So
okay.
Here we go. Maw. Great. That's the bad card.
Oh, no.
Victim of grab last round. No one was grabbed. Closest knockdown survivor in range. That is our poor Hera again. Oh, this is a new round, so this goes over to you. Alright. 2 dice. I can't dodge this, because I already spent my dodge. But instead of hitting on 2s...
He hits on 3s.
So, could you please roll a 1 or a 2 on this? That's neither. So now you get to see where you do 3 damage to...
Oh, you're going to take 3 damage.
Yep, I'm going to roll on the chart twice. There's nothing I can do. The body and the legs again.
So does this doesn't look so good, right?
Probably not.
I really needed the waist.
The waist would have been ideal. Because right now I gain a bleeding token.
Oh,
so I think no matter what...
She's going to die.
Alright, so this is on the body. 5. Body 5.
It says destroy back. A sharp cracking noise suffer -2 permanent movement. You can no longer activate any gear that has 2+ strength. The injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain 1 bleeding token.
Okay, -2 permanent movement. So I can only move 2 spaces.
Okay.
And now on...
Her leg. 6. Well, it's not the same one as last time.
Torn Achilles. Your leg cannot bear your weight. Until the end of the showdown, whenever you suffer a light, heavy, or severe injury, you are also knocked down. Skip the next hunt. Gain 1 bleeding token.
She died. She died?
That's it. Hera is out.
Wait, did this ever happen before?
That's Kingdom Death.
No, I mean, have you ever lost a character?
Yes, I've lost many characters.
No, in the first prologue?
Yes.
So that means, oh gosh, Diana has to make all the babies?
You'll see what happens. So yes, that's what happens. We kept drawing the worst card. We couldn't stop this, and it kept picking the one character. Right? She was on the ground. She's helpless.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Are you sure?
Hera, you know? The goddess of everything is no more. But now Zeus is very upset.
He's gonna move to his blind spot.
I'm gonna mess him up.
Punch him in the tail.
Attack him. I need 6s.
You got 2 6s.
Or just 1.
Oh, just 1 6. Sorry, I got excited.
Alright, the glorious mane. Now, impervious. I cannot do damage to this because I'm attacking him in his hair. But there is a critical.
You could cut all of his hair off. Like that!
Critically wound. Gain the shimmering mane white lion resource.
Ooh.
If the attacker is insane, the sheer power grants them power. I'm not insane. So,
okay.
I gain the shimmering mane. resource. Archive this to gain 2 basic hide. It shimmers in the lantern light.
Get those hide.
Alright. So that's the only thing that could have happened with this card.
Wow,
getting
and
2
it did.
resources.
That's pretty cool.
Alright. Up to you.
I am gonna go with... Oh. See, it would be better if she attacked from the back.
Okay. Well, he can attack and then move to open up the attack.
Okay, so let's do that. So he's going to stay where he is right now, and he's going to attack with his fists.
Okay.
So the lion is up, but he doesn't have the 3.
Right.
Okay, so I'm hitting with a 7.
Because normally it's 8 for the fist.
And so why is it a 7?
Because you're in the blind spot.
Oh, because I'm in the blind spot. Okay, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
Alright. 1 hit.
So 1 hit. Okay, where?
In the fuzzy groin.
Okay.
You hit the monster right in the ding-dong.
It does not say that. It does say that. Okay.
Alright, you just punched him, so you need a 5 because your fists are very strong. 7. That would definitely hurt me.
Pow!
Alright, so we get rid of the maul card.
Okay.
So now he would just keep doing his basic action, which is on this card. Which is a basic attack. Because he got no more.
Okay.
So 1 more wound.
Well, now I'm gonna move. 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Side. And Hera's gonna now move.
Hera is dead. Thanks for reminding me.
Diana is gonna move to that. And she is gonna use her bone shard. Okay, so she's in the blind spot. She's using her shard. She gets with a 6.
Bingo.
Okay.
2 hits.
2 hits. Let's see where we're going.
The beast's knee and the heel. So good, there's no failure. So which one do you think?
I'm gonna do the heel
Okay.
first.
You clip the tensed muscles of the heel.
Okay, so I'm hitting on a 5.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go for his knee.
This is it, or else the monster gets to attack again. Come on.
I rolled a 3.
All right. New round.
Kingdom Death. I'm sorry.
Goes here.
I was supposed to kill him, right?
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
if you hit with everything, Hera would still be alive. Basic action, closest survivor in field of view.
Wow. It's
So-
rough playing with you. Snots and I are gonna have to start a support group.
So, to field of view, there's only 1 monster, one human in field of view, because you guys are both in the blind spot.
Yes.
So it
He's
goes
gonna
over
attack
to
me.
Apollo. You were picked as a target, and you have monster controllers.
So I get a
gain
plus brain.
Insanity.
Insanity. Okay.
2 attacks.
Okay.
Hits on 2s, really 3s because of -1 accuracy.
Mhm.
So this is all you,
Oh, I roll on my own.
because you're monster controller. You'll
Okay.
do all the rolling. Oh, look, you missed that one. So 1 hit. Where did you hit yourself? In the body.
In the body.
So 1 damage to the body is just...
A light
You got
hit.
it. Okay,
Okay.
our turn.
That's it?
Yeah, see? He only does 1 damage normally. Maul is just like 3, you're bleeding. Broke your leg, broke your back, and then I just died because of bleeding.
Why don't you do him off with Zeus? To avenge her death.
Okay, you want me to? I will.
Or do you want me to move first so you don't have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, well, you could get over there.
I'll finish him off if you like.
Why? Do you get something special for being the one that
No,
kills them?
I'm just saying, you're in the front.
Oh, so I need to move. Why would you do that without telling me?
I just don't want to tell you what to do every time.
You're just bitter.
Because look at this. If I fail, I'm trampling over you. The beast scapular deltoid.
Okay. Scapular. That's not fair.
It's just teaching you how to play
Snots,
death.
call me.
But don't worry.
Call me.
I rolled the 1.
And I'm trampled.
Yep. I failed.
Why do you think that's so funny?
I'm just showing you what happens.
Oh, okay.
Now you'll know, hey, remember, that's right, get out of the front of the lion. All right?
Oh, so you're going to kill one of my characters to teach me a lesson.
So he goes forward 5 spaces.
2 girls, they can't make babies.
Place target knockdown in front of the monster. Target suffers 1 damage per monster level. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get knocked down here. Okay? And you take 1 damage to whatever location to the body.
So now I have a heavy hit.
Yep. So whenever you get a heavy hit, you actually fall down, but you're already knocked down. Okay? And now she can get there from behind. I'm going to move down 2 spaces. Just get a little bit closer. Alright. This is it. Blind spot.
Taking her stone. She's hitting on a 6. So 1 hit to his...
The maw.
Maw. What's that?
The beast's maw? Like his mouth,
Oh,
right?
his mouth. His mouth.
Okay. 5. Finish him here. Boom.
6.
Last wound. I've defeated the monster.
And Hera's name.
Hera's name. Hey, we got someone with an extra strength, and we got some extra resources, which is really powerful right now.
Really?
Yeah, because
okay.
look, normally you only get you only get 8 resources when you defeat a monster, so we just got a bonus 2. And this one counts as 2. It's technically 3 from the first monster, which is really good. We just unfortunately lost somebody because of that. So now what we do is we get 4 basic resources.
Random.
Okay.
But these are, there's only 3 categories of resources.
Yeah, there's bone, hide, and organ.
Okay.
So let's go 1.
Well, let me pick one.
Okay, that's 1 hide. Hide is for armor, bones for weapons, and organ is for...
Hide. You can pick the last one.
No, get 2 more. Get some bone. We need some weapons going on here.
There you go.
And get me 1 more.
I thought you said we only get 3.
We get 4.
Oh.
Get me an organ. That'd be great. All right. Hey, hide is great because
we need armor.
And now we get 4 specific
cat resources.
Okay. So right now we've got 5 hide. Awesome.
Is that really good?
Yeah, that's all. I think that's almost a full set of armor. If we wanted to do that. Okay. I'll fan it out for now.
How many do we get?
4 more.
Well, why don't you pick 2?
I'll pick 1. How's that?
Okay. What is that?
White fur.
Ooh, fur. Okay. But that's another hide.
But it's the cat hide.
Oh. Okay, so it's better than normal.
Yep.
This is the eye.
Oh my goodness.
What does that mean?
Okay, so the eye of cat, there's only 1 of these in the deck. This is a very powerful resource card. Okay?
Okay.
A perfectly preserved eye, and you'll see...
What do you do with it?
Who knows right now? You keep picking. We do have another bone. Okay, so we do need an organ if we want to start innovating. Sinew.
Yep, organ.
And give me 1 more.
Organ or bone?
I'll take a bone would be great. Craft that weapon.
Bone.
There you go.
That's how you do it.
I know. So check this out. This is all of the...
Wow, that looks amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a good haul.
Okay.
Okay. So now at this point, that's the end of the showdown.
We have to decide about our dead, right?
Basically, yes. Now we're going to set up the board for the settlement phase. All right?
Okay.
We'll be right back. So now we start the settlement phase of Kingdom Death. Okay, there's 3 phases. We did the showdown, there's the settlement, and there's also a hunt phase, which we don't get to experience in the prologue, but we will
in the future,
in the next year. Okay, so 1.5 came out with this really nice new board. Okay, before it was just this flimsy piece of paper thing. So we have a nice board that we follow the steps of settlement. So first we set up, which is kind of weird, so we set up the board. Okay, then survivors return. Okay, so for every survivor that comes, and we heal, which we did already, for every survivor that we returns, we gain an endeavor. So basically endeavors are actions that you get to use during the settlement phase.
Okay.
And I always forgot the number of endeavors that we got. So they actually added tokens
Oh.
to keep track. I
Okay.
really like that.
So we put them here.
Sure.
Okay.
Put them there. And then we update our timeline. So we are moving into, I'm going to do it correctly.
That's here, where the symbol is. Got it. Okay, now we're good.
Now we're doing it correctly. I update the timeline, so I check this off. So we are going into year 1.
Okay.
It's actually, it's so weird. We did 0. I still consider this one, whatever. I check it off, all right? And then it shows us on our timesheet here different stories and special events that occur. Okay, so the first event, we have a whole deck of cards to do special events. Okay, but the first one is actually the first day event card.
Whoa.
All right?
Uh-huh.
So the first day settlement event will help set up your settlement. It is the very first event of any new campaign. The survivors wander, drawn to a booming light in the distance. They find the serene comfort of a towering pile of lanterns and a small collection of scared people. On a deep, instinctual level, they know this area is safe, and they make it their home. Roll a d10 to determine your starting population and record the results on the back of the settlement record sheet. Choose genders for unnamed survivors. You may name an unnamed survivor and create their survival record sheet at any time during the settlement phase. Okay, I need you to roll a d10 to determine the number of people we find.
This could make or break us.
Every roll in Kingdom Death
Can make or break.
9.
9.
We find 10 unnamed survivors plus the returning. So we have 13 in our settlement. Okay, so mark down, we need to make 10 new names.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Okay. Return to the settlement section of the first story and proceed to returning survivors. The first day settlement event card will not be used again during this campaign. So that is it. You rolled the best we could to get that. All right, so great job. Now we do the story event returning survivors, because that was
update timeline.
We're still doing update timeline right now.
Okay, so shouldn't we be like here?
Okay. Sure. Okay, so we are doing this little section right here. That's us at this lantern.
Okay.
So returning survivors. Nominate a survivor to utter the first words.
It's gonna be Zeus.
All right, Zeus. We will use him. The nominated survivor steps forward and gains +1 courage. So there's, on your sheet over here, you have courage and understanding.
Okay.
They're kind of like minor attributes, so I'm going to check off my first courage. And you'll see if I gain 3, that thing that's in bold, that triggers a special story.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm one there. They lead the other survivors in learning to speak to one another. They discuss their situation, realizing they must hunt to live. Add the white lion to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet, which I think is already filled out for us. Alrighty, great. So we can now hunt the white lion whenever we want. Okay. Now it's going to be a level 1 white lion.
Which is tougher than the one we just fought.
The one we fought had 6 toughness.
Okay.
A level 1 white lion has 8 toughness. Okay. And a few more wounds.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Let's go get him.
Your settlement gains the language innovation. Search the innovation cards for language and place it face up in the player area. Record it on your settlement sheet. Of course, I did not have this ready to go.
Well, can I like look through them as you read the next one?
I actually don't know where the innovation deck is.
Probably underneath. How big is it?
It's right.
Oh. No, those are
innovations.
What's that right over there? Next to your phone.
Not them. Not them.
How big is the innovation deck?
Pretty big. I was trying to get some cards ready to go, and I did.
Oh, so you just had it?
Yep.
So what's under? Is anything under here?
All right. Well, I'll tell you what that does in a second.
Okay.
Okay. Then build the innovation deck. The innovation deck represents the potential cultural and technological growth of your settlement. It will grow throughout the campaign as you gain new innovations. Find the 6 innovation cards with language consequences listed below, which I actually had ready.
Okay.
I had the 6. So ammonia, drums, hovel, inner lantern, paint, and symposium. So we get these 6 cards to upgrade to because we now know language. So these get shuffled, and this is our innovation deck.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put that there. The innovation deck is persistent. Make sure you preserve the unique combination of cards. Okay, great. Finish with their work. The settlement gathers around the glowing center. Glowing center. Armed with language, the nominated survivor aptly names the glowing center of their home, the Lantern Horde. The settlement gains the Lantern Horde settlement location. Search the large settlement location cards for the Lantern Horde and place a facelift in your play area. The nominated survivor, I'll show you that. So we gain this Lantern Horde as our first location in our settlement.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes like here. Okay. The nominated survivor sits in front of the Lantern Horde in awe and gains +1 understanding.
Okay.
So not only do I gain courage, but I also gain 1 understanding.
Okay.
They must skip the next hunt phase as they ponder the meaning of existence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Check off the skip hunt box on the survivor's record sheet. They cannot be selected as departing survivors this phase. So Zeus cannot go out and fight the first level 1 white line.
Okay.
But that's okay because
He's
Apollo can go and he's the strong one. All right. Now, one thing that we skipped over, whenever you defeat a monster, you gain certain bonuses. So when you defeat a level Prologue line, we gained 1 experience, which we checked off on our 3 characters. Okay. And now we move to the next phase of the board, which is
update death count.
All right. So 1 person has perished, right? So I'm going to check off our first death count. And because I update the first death count, it triggers our first milestone story event, which is our Principle of Death. So now we have to go find that.
Okay.
Somewhere's in this giant book. Principle of Death. Okay. So now we decide what we do with our dead. Okay. I guess first I'm going to show you what the Lantern Horde card actually does.
Okay.
So there's a few options on here. Well, there's 2 options. Well, I guess more than that. So each one of these symbols is an endeavor. So we can spend an action to build 3 new locations. So we can build the Bonesmith, which is where we create weapons. Skinnery, which is where we create armor. And Organ Grinder, where we create special items.
Okay.
Okay. Also down here, this is something brand new. If we have language, which we do once I find the card again. Basically, this is something where we can share our hunt experience with another player. That's something brand new in 1.5, which is pretty helpful. And this is how you innovate and basically tech up and gain an innovation. You have to spend an endeavor, 1 bone, 1 organ, and 1 hide. We select 2 cards and we keep 1 of them.
And then we automatically get that innovation, or we have to do
automatically
something?
Get that innovation, and then it will unlock more innovations a little further on. So it's all. I always really liked innovating because it gave us obviously new stuff. But
if we have stuff left over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So our death principle. The group must decide what to do with the first survivor corpse. Choose 1. We either the first harvest. So we either decide to eat the dead, or the first grave. We decide to build a small monument to mark their loss. So, I think I've done both of them in my 2 campaigns. I'll give you a little synopsis of what happens. If we eat the dead, whenever a character dies, we gain a random basic resource. Okay?
Okay.
If we bury our dead, we gain more endeavors when they die.
Okay.
I am content with leaving the decision up to you.
Really? You know what I'm going to pick.
You're going to pick the graves, right?
Of
course.
You don't
want to eat people, huh?
I don't want to eat people. So is there a negative? What do you feel like is the positive and negative?
I think it can affect things down the road.
Like, doesn't it make you crazy or something? You
Maybe.
know the answer,
I don't really
but you
know.
don't want to tell me.
Maybe it could if stuff comes up randomly. And I don't really know what is better, because our last game,
what did you do last time?
We won it with Snot.
You buried.
We buried, so we got a lot of endeavors. We got to the point where we had so many that we were just like randomly doing silly things, you know?
Okay.
But then gaining a resource every time someone died is pretty helpful. Like, we would get one right now, but you only get that benefit if people die.
Well, it's Kingdom Death. I thought they always die.
Well, 3 people just survived.
Well, it's the same thing. You're not going to get endeavors unless someone dies either.
Right. And if we do graves, all of our new survivors and guys, they gain +1 understanding.
The new people that are created.
And I think our current ones too.
And what does understanding do?
Well, other things. So you want to go graves, I can definitely do graves.
Well, do you gain anything in addition to the...
No. It sounds like we're doing graves. I'm fine with that. I don't want to tell you, like, everything. We got to keep some things a surprise.
We have to decide right now.
Yes.
Of course I want to do graves.
We're going to do graves then. Okay? Or do we leave it up to the people?
Yeah, I was going to say, can we leave it up to everybody out there? Or does it have to be decided right now?
The only thing, it honestly, it does have to be decided. Yep. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So you ate people in Dagobah.
I think so.
So, so you don't even remember?
I don't remember. It was 2 years ago.
You don't remember? This is your favorite game besides Twilight Imperium. And you don't remember?
I honestly forget. Just like I forget where I put these innovation cards.
Here's where I'm torn. I'm torn because you just did graves. But that's what I would pick. So if you didn't just do it, it would be hands down. But the fact that everybody just saw that, but see, then it's a 2 against 1. You get 2 rewards versus 1 reward if you're going to eat them.
Talk it out. Talk it out.
So, but then could we ever have a surplus of... So endeavors are what you need to do these things. The bonesmith, the skinnery, or the organ grinder. Now, is this a one-time? So I spend 1 endeavor and the bonesmith is built?
Yep.
Now, do you have to... Are there other possible unlocks for other locations of the settlement?
Yeah. You're going to be using endeavors for a lot of things.
But obviously you got to a point where you weren't.
Yeah, I had a lot of extras. And we were having a ton of kids. And, like, I don't know how many kids we're going to be having in this.
So you're saying the more kids you have, the more endeavors you're going to get?
The one thing that we're going to do with kids is...
beat them.
We're going to do survival of the fittest, for sure. Because that's brand new. They changed it. But...
So that means there's probably going to be less kids.
There's going to be less kids because the risk factor of having kids...
is higher.
Is very high. So when we had a surplus of endeavors, we're just like, oh, let's just have a lot of kids. But now I don't think we're going to risk having so many kids.
Right, but then wouldn't that mean that we would have that many more endeavors unspent?
Exactly.
Then we have to eat the dead.
Are we eating them?
I don't know. I don't know what understanding does.
Stuff.
Doesn't help. Is it good stuff? Is it stuff? Is it hard to get
What's
understanding?
What's weird is understanding
is
good, but like then the final one's weird. So I don't know what to tell you. Here's the thing: do you want to bury the dead or do you want to eat them?
Me personally, I want to bury them. But Apollo and Diana are going to need nourishment. So they're going to have
Well, here's the thing. We're all named after gods, right? And the whole thing is you eat other gods. That's their mentality. Hera died, so you want to get power from her. You eat the body.
It's answered.
All right. The
Done.
settlement decides to harvest the body for resources. The settlement gains the death principle, cannibalize. Now place the card on the settlement board and note it on the settlement record.
And we all become insane immediately.
Cannibalize. Our survival limit goes to +1. That is something I forgot. So now we had 1 as the
now
max.
we have 2?
2 is our max now. Okay? Whenever a survivor dies, draws 1 basic resource and add to the settlement storage. Okay.
So that could have prevented her from dying, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So now she's got. Now we have 2, possibly as the max.
As a max. Okay.
Okay. So, we gain this. Oh, I don't think you actually gain it on the very first one. I actually truly forget. I'll have to look that up.
Okay.
Once we go to cut to build stuff, we might gain a new resource.
Oh, okay.
So,
oh, wait, let me put this guy back.
after adding the card to the summon, roll a d10.
Check milestone. Okay, we're not there. I like that I get to make all these decisions. 10.
Nominate a survivor.
Oh no, she immediately dies.
Let's just say you might want to go with Apollo.
Apollo is the one I'll pick.
Or I guess maybe it would be Zeus because he killed Hera. No, let's go with Apollo.
Wait, in his honor? Is it to like honor her?
Let's go with Apollo. The survivor frantically tears the corpse open and deeply drinks its blood.
Oh, well then yeah, it wouldn't be Zeus.
They decide that for every new creature they eat, they will become stronger. The survivor gains +1 permanent speed.
Oh, yeah.
So that means
He is fast and strong.
you get an extra attack to your weapons, and you've got +1 strength, which is awesome. All right. So now
Let's build an amazing weapon.
We are done with this. I still have to find language because I looked through the whole innovation deck and could not find it.
Maybe you put it underneath the box.
I think I took it out because it was actually taken out when we played the Dragon campaign, so I have to find that. And then we updated our milestones.
Oh.
So now we actually go to development. So this is when we spend our endeavors and spend our resources. So we're gonna cut here. I'll show her all of the, I'll show you all of the different items that we can craft.
Okay.
And we'll decide on what we want to do.
Okay.
So we'll be right back. Settlement after we decided on doing a lot of crafting. I went through a lot of stuff with you.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the bonesmith, the skinnery, not the organ grinder yet, but I wanted to show you what different items were available, and there's a lot.
Yes.
Right? I did find language, eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So this adds 1 to our survival limit. So now our max is 3. All survivors gain encourage. So encourage is once per round, if standing, I can spend 1 survival to call out to a non-deaf survivor. If they stand, if they are knocked down. It's a way to get somebody back up off the ground if needed.
So do I check my encourage box?
You got it. Yep, so now it's another thing that we can spend survival on.
Okay.
Okay, so I mentioned that we could innovate to get some new innovations out. But
I talked him out of it.
You did. You did.
This round. I think we're going to definitely do it next round.
Yes, and I think it's because we had just enough items to, A, craft an entire rawhide set.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling her the benefits of having multiple characters have 1 or 2 pieces of armor versus
one character having everything.
Everything. So then they get a whole rawhide set bonus. That person can become your tank. And that's what we've done the last 2 campaigns. And I don't think it's something that you want to stray from. It's worked. So I think right away we can do that. And we can do, I think because we got the Shimmering Mane, which helped, gave us 2 hide.
Right.
And by us skipping the innovation, we could do it right away. Oh, and we're not using...
We're not using, yes, the 2 cat...
The special 2 cat pieces, the white fur and the eye. We're going to save these, okay? And then for the weapons, we were able, again, because we're not innovating, craft the bone axe for an organ and a bone. This is probably going to be given to...
Apollo, who has an extra strength.
And speed.
And speed.
So that would be 3 attacks, hitting on 6s, wounding on 4s of a level 1 lion is excellent, right? And if you crit, it does 2 damage.
Ooh,
2 wounds. That's going to be really good.
So good.
We're able to get a bone darts, because anyone who has seen our other episodes, having a ranged weapon is super important, especially when you're fighting a lion.
Okay.
Because there's a special card that can really mess you up. I think it's called like playing dead if you don't have range. So it's very important to bring out. And then finally, I think we're going to craft a 3rd weapon. So I have the bone sword marked here. And I'm going to ask you guys for your opinion. So the bone blade, 2 attacks, hits on 6s, 2 strength, so we would need 6s to wound on a lion. Or we bring out the bone dagger. They both cost the same amount of resources. This one is 3 attacks, hits on 7, so 1 less chance to hit. 1 strength, so I would need 7s to wound. A little bit harder there. Every time I roll a perfect 10 on a hit, I gain a survival back. Okay, pretty good. But my only concern was all 3 of our weapons are frail. So if they hit a super dense location, they break. Now, I know the lion doesn't have any super dense locations, but the next hunt, our next quarry, is an antelope. The antelope does have some super dense locations. Now, I really never fought the antelope, especially in the last campaign, because I didn't like its gear set. But they have since updated it, and I'm very intrigued to try and get
the set.
So we're going to be fighting, I hope to fight the antelope, just to also switch up.
Yeah, so is it worth it to build 3
frail items
right off the bat, or should we keep
Right, or because I know we're going to be fighting the lion a few times first, maybe we craft a lion item that's not frail, so we'll have that going into the antelope over the dagger, because it's just scary. The dagger's just really hard to wound. So that's why I have the sword. So if any of you out there can convince us...
one way or the other.
Please chime in, leave a comment, let us know. Dagger over the sword or whatever. And let us know what you think about us skipping the innovation for the first year. Because one of them is drums, and it's like if I pull drums, it's kind of crappy when I could have a full set and like this axe.
Yeah.
Wow, this axe is going to be really good on you. So we spent our 3 endeavors to build the skinnery, the organ grinder, and the bonesmith.
Okay, yes.
Those are our 3 actions. We've got cannibalize as our principal here. We do not gain the extra bonus on the first death. Basically, we gain the bonus was you eating Hera and getting super powerful.
Oh, okay.
All right. So then we would decide on what we're hunting next, which is going to be a white lion. We do that special showdown. And so on the opposite side of this is the hunt board. So we actually have to go out and hunt that white lion. It's like you going out and tracking him down. But that's going to be the beginning of the next episode. So this is our prologue, the intro lion to our kickoff of this campaign. Right away, initial thoughts. How did you like it? How was the fight? How is it learning all of these cards? There's so much involved, and we haven't even touched disorders, fighting arts, secret fighting arts, all the innovations, the hunt side of the board.
I think I like it more than I thought I was going to.
Okay.
I'm intrigued by the fact that it's not just the whole year, or the whole prologue, but I'm assuming the whole year, isn't just going out and fighting. It seems like there's a lot of things that are broken up.
Yeah.
So it's not just a battle.
Right. This
you are then, this is a
making
whole...
so many decisions, right?
That I'm intrigued by.
Mm-hmm.
I'm intrigued by. It obviously is so much easier for me than for anyone out there that's starting from scratch, because you have 2 campaigns under your belt. You know why it's more beneficial to build the suit. You know why it's more beneficial to not build frail. So, I'm trying not to let you...
Yes, so here's the thing. Like, the very first time or two that I played Kingdom, I didn't do it... I didn't record it. It was the first time I played with our friend Gabe, and we had no idea. So it's like, oh, cool. Let's both have this really cool vest. Well, then we would die.
None of you get hit with the
chest,
vest. Yeah.
Or like, let's get this item, and then it would break, and we died to the lion because we could always stand in front of him. So you learn from your fight. So
I feel like it's it's super unfair for me because I get this special.
We've played a little bit.
Yes.
And I've learned,
Yes.
and that's the thing too, like, there's so much things that I want to try differently. Like, I want to do survival of the fittest, but I don't want to just be like, unfortunately, I don't want to be like, oh, what armor do you want? Do you want to just buy these gloves? Cool, and then I'll take these pants, because we want to be able to extend this campaign as far as we can, because we might die. You're like, oh, cool, I like these boots because they look like boots I own. Okay, well great.
That's not going to do
We're
anything.
We're going to die in year 3.
Get a claw to the eyeball, so yeah.
Right, so there are some things that we are going to try and keep doing, because I think that they have been successful. So we can extend this campaign out, and you get to experience. And it's cool, because you saw the lion fight. And you're going to learn how to fight that lion, what to expect. And then a new monster comes into play.
Right, and then I'm going to be a little bit more used to it. Everything goes out the window.
A whole new fight. It is so cool. And what's going to be new, at least for us, is when we fight those knights.
Oh, yeah.
Brand new for me, too. So
well, what about the antelope?
Well, the antelope comes...
Have you fought them before?
I fought the antelope.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But, like, the new expansions, that's going to be some brand new stuff. And we're going to have to learn it together to see how to win it. So that's going to be fun.
Honestly, our viewers put me over the edge. I did not want to play this game when he first got it. It looked way too complicated. It didn't seem like you could ever win. But you guys out there, you made it fun for me. So I hope that you enjoyed this prologue as much as our little snippet. And you continue to stay with me and us and, give us the support, because that's going to keep me coming back.
Right.
After all.
She's like, Hera's dead. I'm out. I don't want to play anymore.
See you later. Now we're eating her. Okay, this is not my cup of tea, let's say, but you guys are making it fun for me, so thank you so much.
Absolutely. So please keep leaving those comments. That is what fuels her drive to keep playing.
Yes, it does.
The most difficult thing going forward to the next episode is she has to think of at least 5 names, 10 names for the new characters.
Do you know how many gods and goddesses there are out there? There's so many, and they all have such awesome names. I'm going to have a hard time narrowing it down, which is better than having a hard time coming up with them. So yes, I think that we have to do an even. I don't want you letting me name everybody. I want you to name 5, and I'll name 5.
Easy. I got them.
Oh, really?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay,
so okay, well, of course, Poseidon, Athena, Hercules.
Oh, that's not on my list.
Right.
That's not on my list.
Right.
Hercules.
I would even throw Xena in there, because she's not a god, but she's like a warrior princess. She kind of fits into this. Did I say Thor?
No, you didn't. But Thor, we have to wait until we get a hammer, right?
Oh, yeah.
We could create him.
So create him. Right. Right.
Does Thor have a wife or...
Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't know.
A partner?
Helga?
No, I don't think it's Helga. Let us know who Thor's partner would be if we were to create a guy and a girl.
Yes. All right.
And
cool.
We'll do it.
So, thanks a lot for watching, checking out our first episode. I think the campaign is going to be the Smoke Knight campaign. Oh, we have to name our settlement. Oh, wasn't it going to be...
Mount Olympus.
Olympus. Duh.
Of course.
So, yeah, Settlement of Olympus.
Yes.
So, I'll see how we name, like, these videos to make it easy to find. Olympus campaign or Olympus settlement. Who knows?
Okay.
So you guys know how to find us. Obviously, if you subscribe, you'll see all the episodes come out. So as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.